Welcome to the Good News Flower Hour, people. I'm your host, Dave Easy. A storm of controversy echoed throughout the internet earlier this week when it was revealed that Facebook has been enslaving users and sending them off to do forced labor in the spice mines of the desert planet Arrakis, where they suffer under the brutal yoke of the Harkonnens and run for their motherfucking lives from giant sandworms. The Iraqi journalist who threw his shoes at the head of President Bush during a Baghdad news conference back in December went on trial in Iraq this week. As we reported then, it is expected that the shoe thrower defense will insist that it was all a misunderstanding, that he was in fact offering his shoes to the president in a gesture of goodwill between the two countries. Allow me to translate. Thank you, Mr. President, for invading my country and visiting untold suffering, death, misery, chaos, and sectarian violence on the people of Iraq, killing and maiming an estimated 1 million people, including many, many innocent women and children. For all of this, I give you my shoes, Mr. President. Wear them in good health. Earlier this week, President Obama signed the $787 billion economic stimulus package into law, declaring, "Let the stimulus begin."
Let's examine closely then this dangerously evil creation, this new breed, encased and contained within the supple skin of woman. The softness is there, the unmistakable smell of female.
Meanwhile, the global economy continued to yield grim news. General Motors announced plans to lay off 47,000 workers this year. Japan, the world's second-largest economy, suffered its steepest decline since 1974. And the World Bank warned last week that up to 53 million more people around the world could fall into poverty in 2009 as a result of the global economic slump. Adding further to the misery index, up to 400,000 more children could die each year as a result of rising infant mortality. In related economic news, President Obama announced plans to send 17,000 U.S. service jobs overseas. To Afghanistan, to be exact. The United Nations estimates that 5,000 honor killings occur annually. These killings are widely seen as violent attempts to contain the encroachment of modernity, to hold on to older traditional values and notions of sexual morality. This brutal practice hit home this week when the founder of a television station which aims to counteract negative stereotypes of Muslims in America was charged with beheading his wife. Muzammil Hassan, 44, walked into a police station last Thursday evening and told detectives that 37-year-old Asiya Zubair Hassan's body was lying at the Bridges TV station where they both worked. Mr. Hassan's lawyer said that she had recently filed for divorce from her husband after 8 years of marriage, citing previous incidents of domestic violence. On Monday, a 200-pound pet chimpanzee in Stamford, Connecticut, viciously mauled a woman he had known for years, leaving her critically injured with much of her face torn away. Quote, "I've been doing this a long time and I've never seen anything this dramatic on a living patient," said the head of paramedic crew that treated her. The animal was shot dead by the police after he assaulted the officer in his car. In related news, the New York Post stirred up controversy and allegations of racism with a cartoon depicting the president as a monkey being shot dead by police for writing the economic stimulus package. The Post responded that sometimes a cigar is just a cigar and a monkey is just a monkey. We here at the Good News Flower Hour would like to point out that when the President of the United States is an African American, a monkey is not just a monkey. Also, when the president is Bill Clinton, a cigar is not just a cigar.
That really hits the spot.
The good news this week is that Donald Trump's Entertainment Resorts Incorporated filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. leading some scientists to conclude that this was the first substantive evidence that there is, in fact, a God. And that is the week that was. The Good News Flower Hour was brought to you this week by the word duct tape. Just go out and do it, people.
There are white folks, and then there are ignorant motherfuckers like you.
While violence cloaks itself in a plethora of disguises, its favorite mantle still remains sex.